And we're live.
All right. Welcome to the next episode of Dungeons and Dad Jokes. Um, if this is your first time watching, feel free to leave a comment. If you'd like to join the live chat, you will have to be a subscriber. So if you like what you're watching, be sure to like. You can share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and let's get into tonight's thing. If you're joining for the first time, this is a good time because we just finished one section. We're moving on to the next, so good timing. All right, so what happened last week? I'm going to read the town crier. Shopping at West's Market, Evangeline, Forsyth, and Seeker came out with 4 non-working ciphers and 1 working one. A blue glowing bauble was given with the purchase. Forsyth had taken one earlier because he saw the pile. Fix and Kadath went to Flight's Armor and More where Kadath exchanged his scale mail for one that's more fitting in size, and Fix purchased some splint armor for himself. After shopping, they returned to Marchette to drink. Evangeline disappeared for a while into the stable, where she tinkered with a few ciphers, getting 2 of them to work, and noting that the other 2 could be combined into a third with the help of Fix. And so Fix did that and got the third one working as well. The group then decided to inspect Jerlin's camp for any other ciphers or information. When emerging from the tunnels, they spied one gang member shoving another into a pit and walking off. Just taking note of that, they continued to inspect the tents. They found that all but Jerlin's had pretty much been gone through. Jerlin's had left pretty much untouched. So they inspected his tent and discovered a displacement cipher, some gems, and a pendant of a serrated knife. The other tents were already pilfered through. They then went to the bar where they saw a few gang members, including the one that had walked off. Fix approached 2 sitting at a table and asked about the pendant. They gave very little information except that it is one of the various symbols of the Jagged Dream. Forsyth, meanwhile, picked a pocket of the third that was sitting at the bar and received a black pill. After leaving, Seeker had a friendly encounter with the Ravage Bear in the pit. Then the party headed back to Geese to rest. In the morning, they felt themselves being pulled and found themselves back in the arena where the gods were. The dark-haired woman from before, still standing next to Ao. She seemed pleased at the outcome of this test, in quotations. Ao informed them of their success at freeing the Doctorish and sent them back to Thrice. There they spent about a month studying, training, tinkering, etc. Fix spoke with Tatra from the Order of Balance. That left him with more questions. With this knowledge, he decided he needed to visit his family in Key. Letting the rest of the group know, they decided to travel back to Key because Evangeline also wanted to check in with the Order of Truth. That is where Key and Seeker, or Evangeline and Seeker are both from, is Key. So, that is where we start tonight. Anything else you need to do before you head out of Thrice?
Nothing for
I
Seeker.
don't believe so.
Nope.
Okay.
Already did my talking with the people at the monastery, the temple.
Alrighty. Then you will head toward Key. The fastest route to get to Key is the river. Septum, which is where most of the markets come through, or most of the market ships come into Thrice from, is the River Septum. And then that will... It does deviate. You go further down, it does connect with the Y River, or Wyre River, W-Y-R River. which will take you the rest of the way to Key. That is the fastest route you have determined. You can take land routes, paths, roads, etc. across the land if you so choose. That will take longer. Which route would you prefer to take?
I mean,
Seeker, you seem to be a little bit more adept at navigation and seeking. Yeah. So, which path do you suggest we take?
Well, are we in a hurry? Are we leisurely? How are we? What is our state?
Well, while I want to see my family and I have many questions for them, I don't know if I'm going to even have to be able to meet them right away or if we're going to have to wait. So time for me isn't the biggest concern. That's an odd statement, but time for me in that regard is not the biggest concern.
it is unusual for you.
I believe that Evangeline may be a little bit more pressed for time.
Well,
Someone wanna check his
Evangeline,
health.
are you?
I am anxious to get to my lab.
Then speed would be of the essence then.
So,
So
ship
the
it is.
water will be the fastest route.
Water it is.
So things are going swimmingly.
Well, hopefully
All right.
not. Hopefully boatingly.
Boatingly.
All right, so you head to the docks. You meet Dockmaster Gunter, which you recognize Kadeth for sure because you've worked with him on a number of things for the Order of Balance coming in and out of Thrice. He will be able to procure for you a small sailing vessel to go down the river for your group.
What kind of cost?
Well, it will take a week's time for 10 gold a head. 10 gold per person.
That's
Reasonable.
boatway robbery.
Boatway robbery.
Way robbery.
I think you meant to say waterway robbery.
We're not going in the water. We're going in the boat.
Right.
The
and
whole
when
thing's
you're
all wet.
Right, but the
driving,
boat
you're
is
not
on the water.
high.
Riverway
But-
robbery.
The conveyance is not the indicator of the phrase. That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
Riverway.
Either way.
robbery. That sounds reasonable.
haggle.
Mm.
If you haven't noticed, I'm not a haggler.
I know that. That's why I'm saying we should haggle. And I have low charisma, so I'm saying that. Don't you
So-
think you should
You're
haggle?
actually saying that.
What is the boat person's name?
Hunter is the dockmaster.
Doc-
The,
Gunter.
the captain of the boat that he is pointing you to is Captain Marcus.
First off, for a week, for that price, are we going to have private quarters?
Oh, but there will be
question.
quarters. There will be a room below deck. Should the weather turn.
If we're not getting private quarters, I think that 5 gold a head is more reasonable.
Especially should your ship be attacked or something like that. You couldn't find better passengers to help repel, I think you call it boarders, should there any situation like that arise.
So you will be on call if somebody should attack?
Well, considering the
Oh, certainly.
conveyance is the
Price.
way that we're getting there, and if it's sunk, then that kind of defeats the whole purpose. I would say yes for myself. Can't speak for the others.
I think so. And seeing as we will then be providing a service, maybe you should pay us I
Starting to
mean,
sound like me.
how much have you paid in the past for protection services on your trips?
For a there and back, I have paid for services. This seems like a one-way trip. I am taking you there,
Then
and for
then
taking you there,
then you know what? Since we're
you
not
can
coming
provide
back,
protection.
we'll only charge you half.
Oh, good. So you'll pay me 5 gold per person.
Yes.
Excellent.
Are meals included in this?
Meals
Somehow
will be
you're not really
included
good at this
since
part.
you're providing protection.
Evangeline says good, gives him the 25 gold and says, let's go.
Guys just aren't really good at this negotiation part.
Seeker looks very confused, but he doesn't say anything.
Evangeline's attention span has moved on. Let's go.
Trust me on this part.
Kadath
It's not
has
your
little
strong
has
suit.
Kadath has pretty much no interest in negotiation.
Well, I've removed 5 gold off my character. I'm ready to go.
All right.
I thought Evangeline paid for it, so
Well,
I did.
gave her 5 gold then.
okay.
Okay.
Fix does
stiffed
does
her.
not like make a move to if she asks for it, he'd pay her, but he's not going to just offer it up.
The only move she's making is to the captain and saying, let's go.
All
I'll
right.
pay you later.
All right.
As if.
Maybe. If I think about it. All right. So you head onto the ship. The ship gets ready to head out. It's pretty smooth sailing, at least for the first few days. And then you get into a little bit less, just like any road travel. Real near the cities, it's pretty busy. Somewhere in between, it gets very sparse. And you get kind of into that sparse area of the river travel. You're probably about 3 days into the journey. And there is like nothing except for forests on either side of the river. Are you guys going to keep a watch? You going to have his
Oh,
crew
I
keep
am.
a watch?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, we'll help
Can I
keep
keep
watch.
a clock instead?
Well, you can keep a clock.
It's 1,000 gold, please.
Kadath can clock you.
Go ahead and roll me a perception. Seeker, since you said for sure you were keeping watch.
Okay. My perception is +3. Okay.
And I just threw you on that boat. I don't care where you're at on the boat.
It's a 16.
16. Let me see if these guys can even be stealthy.
And I would definitely help keep watch.
Oh, I'd keep watch. I just whine about it.
As would I.
All right. As
That's my
you're
nature.
sailing by, you are going to see
Thought we were going on a river, not the sea.
You're going to see that one and that one
Thank you, mate.
pop up on the side. So there's one here
Oh, lizard
and
folk?
there's one here. It
Oh, they're
is
Or
a
dogs.
lizard of sorts.
Okay.
Because
Unless
I
They
they've
look
got
hungry.
projectile weapons or nets of some kind, or they jump in the water, I'm content to
always
let
have-
them be for now.
I always have a projectile weapon.
Um,
Got rocks in my
Unless they make a
pockets.
move towards us, I'm just keeping an eye on them.
as
And
you watch
instinctually,
them-
I'll look to the other shore too. Because this feels ambushy.
Yeah, you don't see anything on the other shore,
Okay.
but you will see these two move out. They seem to be getting ready to go into the water.
Okay.
Fun.
So I'm going to try to encourage them not to do that. I give a short, uh, I yell repel borders, and I shoot my weapon that I've never used since I've had it, since we started, my light crossbow.
Okay.
I wish Shillelagh worked on your ranged weapons. That'd be awesome. Okay.
That would be broken.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot that and cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
So that is an 18 plus crossbow light plus 3. So 21 to hit.
Hits.
And it does a d8 plus 1. That's 8 damage
8 damage.
to the closer one. I mean, I can hit them both, but
Okay.
I counted the distance.
Wait, which one is the closer one for you?
The
I'm
one
not
that's
sure which one
closer
you
is
are.
the south one.
Okay.
Unless I'm wrong, that would be this one, right? Oh, the pointer didn't work. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong
Right
screen.
click.
No, I was doing it on the wrong screen. Right here, this one.
Oh, okay. That one. Okay.
hmm
And that was how much damage again?
8.
I didn't write it down.
7
8.
plus 1.
All right. It kind of gives a little bit of a hiss sound.
Hopefully that'll discourage it from coming closer.
And jump into the water and
Damn it.
disappear.
I cast Shillelagh on my club after.
I'm going to cast something. So I'm going
You
to
all get
cast it.
1 round. So what are
I'm
you
going to cast
casting?
it like right here. How
You
do
have
I
to
point at something?
Right click or
Right
circle
click
or,
with the pointer.
and hold.
Looks
Ah.
like a paint drop
Oh, okay.
right above the
Oh,
T.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast it right here. Right. I'm trying to click. It's not clicking.
Okay, you
About
see the
mid-
bar
mid-
on the right side? Do you see the
Yeah, there's
icons
a-
on the right side? Above the
Yeah.
T is the pointer.
Yeah, I see the pointer.
So you select the pointer and then you right click on the screen.
Oh, I got it.
Or you
Okay,
can
right
left
here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right here. I'm going to cast Entangle.
Wow.
Okay. Wait.
That's awesome.
Where again? Is it a wall or is it an area of
It's a
effect?
40
It's a-
foot, 40
It's a
foot
20
area.
foot. It's a 20-foot square.
It's pretty big.
20-foot square.
Um,
For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. It'll grasp at them,
It'll say
grasping
hi.
weeds and vines. Creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
so
Creature
those
restrained can use its action to make a strength check against your spell. On success, it frees itself.
So a
would that
20
work on water since it has to sprout from the ground?
It's ground under the water, and you got vines.
Well, I guess
Sure.
that depends on how far down under there.
How deep
Oh, it's
is
right
it?
on the shore. It would definitely
20
get some of it.
It's 20 feet.
Okay. Oops.
So if the water's no more than 10 feet deep, it's at that point, it would go over. It's closer to
Okay.
the edge.
It is movable, so move it. You should be able to move it.
Okay,
Okay.
hold
Put
on.
it where you
If
want
you
it.
can't, yeah, if you can't move it, then let me know and I'll move it.
It's not seeming to want to go for me. I don't know why. It doesn't like me.
You have to click on the outside part.
There you go.
I was trying to. Yeah, that's about where it would go.
That's where it would go.
Yeah, so if they're in that area and it's less than 10 feet, or they're less than 10 feet from the bottom, it should hit them. It should at least grasp at them. DC 12 strength save.
Yeah. You're going to see a lot of water bubbles and whatnot come up from the square-ish.
That was the
Thrashing.
intention.
Nice.
Thrashing and gnashing of teeth.
Yep.
Stay where you are, or move
He's
back.
going to get stuck.
You're not gonna like coming after us.
I tried to discourage it. It just didn't want to listen.
Yeah.
All right. And that's Forsyth. Evangeline, are you gonna do anything?
I'll hold my action. I'm gonna hold my crossbow action.
Okay. Okay. Fix, are you gonna do anything?
Not at the moment. Well, these are. Yeah, I don't think at the moment. I'll move kind of away from the edge, though. That I definitely will do. Because I don't want to be grabbed by something.
Probably a good call.
That's where the
Cadet?
real druid
Shield
spells
about
start to take
power.
place.
What's the loot and the shield at the stern of the ship?
Oh, that is a ballista.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the loot and the shield. Oh, sorry. I was looking up here for some reason. The loot and the shield, that would be the captain and a navigator.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold an action, wait for anything to appear,
Okay. All right.
sword at the ready.
All right. Give me Inishitai.
Initial tie.
Inishitai.
+1.
Oops, did I take it?
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of 5.
Seeker got a what?
5.
Really? That wasn't much better than your last one I had in here.
9.
I only have a +1.
Well, that's more than double what I have.
I
I got a
double
10.
what I have.
You have double what you had?
Yes.
What is that?
I have 0, so I have double that.
0.
2 times nothing's still nothing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing from nothing.
You really have a
Okay.
0?
No, I rolled a 15. I have a +0.
Oh, okay. That was what I was asking, was what was your initiative? Fix?
10.
Man, I like these characters. Evangeline.
14. Alright. These guys are listed in here as dragon because, well, that was the token I pulled up. A
right.
dragon. A dragon.
So, we're going to go into initiative. If you
really
held
so
your
funny
action
in that
last
part.
round, you can continue to hold that action if you so choose. We're going to assume the ship is kind of moving as we're doing this. These guys can keep up with the ship in the water, except for the one that's kind of entangled. We'll kind of push him down the way a little bit. The ship's not moving fast because this is a rather skinny portion of the river. You can see where the land is kind of cutting in a little bit, so the ship did slow down for this. So Kadath, you're up.
Well, I don't see anything yet, so I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
Because I gotta be able to see things to attack them.
Correct.
For now.
Are you holding a spell or an actual like melee attack?
If I see them in the water, I'm gonna probably hit them with a spell. If I see them get onto
On
the
the
ship,
deck?
then it's swords away.
Yeah, but you gotta call what action you're holding.
Can't go wrong with a spell. It's utilitarian.
Yeah,
go wrong with a spell.
I'll go for a spell.
Especially if
I
it's
think
a
you had
cantrip.
to actually say what you're holding.
You do technically have to say what you're holding because
But 'cause
if
it's
whatever
expended.
happens, yeah, it's expended. So like if you're holding a level 4 spell for this certain trigger to happen until your next turn, you've already started casting it technically and waiting for that trigger to happen. So if that trigger never happens, then your next round comes up, that level 4 spell is gone.
Well, it's cantrip, so that doesn't
Technically
matter.
it's expended, so. Or if you're holding a melee attack for somebody to show up and they don't show up within your melee range, you know.
It's wasted.
I love
it's
seeing these
wasted.
people say, I'm holding a spell. Well,
Yeah. Evangeline.
I am holding my crossbow. I'm holding my action until I see something.
All right.
Even if I can see it under the water, but until I see it. Nope. I'm holding.
You're going to see one, whoever's on the side of the ship. Fix probably won't see it. Seeker, you will probably see the water.
Hmm.
That something is going to come up there.
Okay.
Not that you can actually see the creature, but you can see the water kind of
Or
rippling
do anything
funny.
about it until 5.
Right. Until 5, yeah. And Kadeth, you probably can see it. Evangeline, you can see it because you're next to the... So can Forsyth, because you're next to the ship.
Then
It's going to climb up.
can I release my held action?
You sure can. It'll be about right there when you see
the
it.
hounds.
Release the hounds. And Kadeth, you can as well if you want to, or you can hold on to it until you see another one.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 23.
That hits.
So that's going to be 9 plus. Whoa! I maxed my damage
Nice.
for 17 points.
Nice. All right. It screeches as it takes a crossbow bolt and climbs up onto the
To
ship.
the knee.
Yeah.
I would also be
Okay, you're going to
letting
go ahead
off
and
my
shoot that one.
spell. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. It's 22 to hit.
That hits.
Guys are very low energy
There's
tonight.
7 damage.
Very
Yeah.
low energy.
Sorry.
Energy. Everybody's sleeping on me tonight.
Ran a bunch of errands all weekend, so
It's Tuesday.
First thing that it
Joe.
sees is
well, yesterday was also a sort of weekend holiday.
it takes just a moment once it hits the deck and kind of sniffs the air, and it's going to go for Forsyth first.
Num
Hey,
num
I'm a
num num.
nice
It
guy.
smells chew toy. Chew toy, chew toy.
2. Wait, what's it do? Oh. It's going to bite you. Maybe. Nope. Maybe not. That was an 8 to hit.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay. So it missed.
Quit it. Be nice.
Right? You're going to see another one.
You know, you're supposed to smack their noses and tell them stop.
But only if you have the rolled up newspaper of direction.
Still any thrashing going on in the water?
Yeah, this one's still thrashing over here.
Oh,
This
well.
one is going to climb up. Before it gets over the edge, it's going to take a sniff, and it's going to hang out kind of on the edge and
Are they
the
blind?
railing here.
Are they
Um,
blind?
Oh, just dumb.
They don't seem blind. They are smelling the air. It's going to attempt to hit Kadeth and fail miserably because that was a 7. My dice are progressively getting worse. And that is all you are going to see at this moment. And he's going to attempt to try to break out of the vines. Oh, that's not... Well, he does, but he's not quite smart enough to not to just try to swim through them. Okay, so the thrashing continues until about here. He manages to get through some of the vines. That brings us to Fix.
Fix will look at the group. He'll actually move here. He will cast Bless on Kadeth, Seeker, and Forsyth. Sorry, Evangeline. And then he will look to Kadeth. Does Kadeth have his blade out?
Yeah.
And he'll just he'll kind of nod to him and say, "Do your thing," and give you an attack.
Okay.
It's a warlord
Coolest
ability from
ability
4th edition.
Yeah. It is voice of authority.
Yeah, that's only a 9 to hit.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if blessed will help, but
13
you are
to hit.
blessed.
Oh, you got a 4. Nope, still misses.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, that brings us to
You
Foresight.
freaking missed. Sweet. That's good.
Hey, at least
Okay,
you guys
well,
annihilated
I
everything,
was
like,
doing
never
pretty
on straight
good
head.
about holding the straight face until you giggled.
Forsyth
What
is
do you
not
do?
really happy about this one standing in front of him.
Sniffing you.
Yeah, sniffing me. So he's going to do something you'll rarely ever see him do. And
Cry?
he's going to try to. No, you might see him do that more often. No, he's just going to try to poke the bear with his dagger.
Get it off. Get it off.
Does he have? He has. He only
The
has the one
Apoka the
dagger.
bear.
Wait, that's a bear?
Oh.
Well, he could have become a bear.
Apoka the dragon thing.
15 to hit.
15 just misses.
Plus a D4. Blessed. You're
Oh,
blessed.
You got a
you are
D4.
blessed.
Oh, I'm blessed. Well,
So
then I'm
minimum is
gonna hit.
16.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit.
So yeah, I got a 16 to hit.
All
I
right,
did
that's a
roll
hit.
1. Okay, then we're gonna do some damage. 7 points of damage.
7.
Poke.
points of
Poke. Is that the one that took a bolt from me and Evangeline?
It took a bolt from Evangeline.
And it took
Oh,
a
crap! Did
Eldritch Blast from me.
I put it
Where's
on
the one that took a
wrong
bolt from me? Is that the one that's thrashing?
That's the one at the front of the ship, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which one's which.
Before
Oh,
they
yeah,
left the
The one
land.
that's thrashing. The one that's
Okay.
thrashing is the one that took the bolt from
Got
you.
it.
And that was 7 points.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I don't know why I was. This one's thrashing.
Get away from me!
About what I
I can
imagine.
just imagine that.
That's about what I imagine he sounds like.
Yeah.
Quit it. Quit it.
Quit it.
Stop it!
Seeker.
Why are
it's
you
your turn.
hitting me?
Okay, so from where I'm at, I am going to close La Distance. I can't, it won't let me, oh, I gotta do the hand. The
Yeah,
hand.
make sure you're on the hand.
I'm gonna move up there
Talk to the hand.
and I'm going to smack it about the head and neck with my shillelagh.
Ready.
Actions. So this is. Come on. Alright, so +5, okay. So a 22.
22 hits.
And that is a D8 +5. 12 damage.
12 damage. It gets a little angry. And we're back at the top with Kadeth.
Alright,
I could shuffle through that.
well, the one that's in front of me, I'm going to... might as well hex him first. And then swing my sword. And that would be a 19 to hit.
19
Or
hits.
actually, it's a 21, but same
19
difference.
hits. Well, 21 hits. 19 hits. 16 is the target number.
Figured that out.
And a whole 7 damage.
All right. Well, that's better than no damage. Brings us to Evangeline.
I will let loose another bolt. I rolled a 16.
That hits.
I actually rolled a 15 and I have a, or no, I actually rolled a 13 and I have a +3. For 7 points of damage.
Okay, are you shooting the south one or the north one?
The one I've been shooting down by
South one. By Forsyth.
Forsyth, yes.
11 damage, you said?
7.
Oh, 7. I heard 11.
7.
All right.
7. She got 7.
That brings us to them. Well, he's going to attempt to bite Forsyth again. Oh my gosh, I
that
really
better
am
hit.
rolling worse. That was a 7 to hit. The other one is going to
Last time.
sniff a little bit toward Kadeth, or not Kadeth, but Seeker, and then turn back and face Kadeth. And 12 to hit. Still doesn't hit anything, although I rolled better that time. Oh, and the one that's trying to get out of the... Yeah, no, he's still thrashing. He's thrashing right here. I am going to move this down 5, 10. So he's actually thrashing about right here, just to signify that the boat is moving.
Meow.
That brings us to
Meow.
Fix.
Sorry.
They want attention.
She wants my attention now.
Pet me. Pet me, human.
Do my bidding. Okay.
No, it
Let's
says
see.
pet me or I'll bite you.
Go get me some ham.
I don't
Alright.
bite whether or not you pet her.
Which of these two look most injured?
The southern one.
That one's bleeding more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then on the southern one, I would like an intelligence saving throw, please.
That was a natural one.
Yeah, so it takes
So
ooh
not smart.
6 points of psychic damage,
Ow.
and the next saving throw he gets to deduct it a D4 from it.
Four.
Confound you. Not that I roll any good anyway. All right.
But now you get to roll worse,
Yay.
or roll a little bit better with the same result.
That's really what it'll boil down to.
Right,
All right.
and
What did you want?
Smile.
I don't think I need to move anywhere. I'm just kind of chilling, watching the show.
Okay. Is that a concentration thing or is that an ability?
That's an ability. I'm concentrating
one
on
and done.
bless.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
All right. That brings us
I'm
to
very familiar
Forsyth.
with that spell, unfortunately.
Wonder why.
What are you up to, Forsyth?
Oh, me?
Yep.
I
Well,
go
do you know any
stabby
other
stabby again if
Forsyths?
he's still alive.
Hey, he's still there and he's alive. He winced a little bit. He seemed like he got an instant headache.
I mean, there's one scythe and two scythe and three scythes, so there's you might know
I
the
got
others.
I still get
Perhaps
the
a
D4,
Forsyth.
right? Not that it
Yeah, you
matters.
still got the bless. Yep.
So 21 to hit,
That hits.
but only 4 points of damage.
That's all right. You're whittling them down.
With a
Brings
knife.
us to, unless you want to do any bonus actions, it brings us to Seeker.
I will toll the dead that one down there. Since I know he's got crappy a D4 hindering him. So DC 13 and minus a D4.
And it's a wisdom.
Yeah, and he gets to roll a D4 and subtract that.
Down to 13. What's your DC?
With your D4?
With the D4. Yeah, I actually rolled good on that one. I rolled an 18.
Son of a...
And then I
okay,
subtracted 4. And then I
Never mind.
subtracted another one.
Okay, so he makes it, of course.
But isn't it Toll the Dead half damage if he
Nope.
makes it?
Nope.
Oh,
Savers
darn.
suck.
That sucks. I like that. Saver sucks.
I hardly ever use that spell unless somebody has like a minus D4. So, alright.
I
don't
like
know,
it
You could
myself,
probably use
but-
more often than not. It'll work against me.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say it's a good spell against Jody.
Is it? Because she kind of just made
Normally.
it even with a D4 negative.
Yeah, but that's unusual.
Yeah, but that's the unusual rolls.
No,
That
that's
that was
not
the
normal.
exception to the rule.
Okay.
Yes, not
The
the rule.
percentages that they fail.
Right.
All right.
So that'll bring us back to the top with Cadet. However, this guy is going
He
to
finally
sneak
free himself.
away. Yeah, he's gonna get away while he's distracted and
I want
miss the
to
attack
get
of opportunity,
away.
of course. Because I forgot about these guys. The captain is going to pull out his sword and come forward. I don't know why they're just
Tally-ho.
standing there. He is going
He wanted to see what we could do. Are we worth
get a
the
whopping
price that
4
we paid
points of
him
damage
to
on him.
protect him?
Wait, if he gets killed by these dragon things, that means that we don't have to pay. Oh.
No, we get our money back.
We get to loot the ship.
Okay, okay.
Hint. This
Yeah,
is
you're gonna have a ship.
negotiation, folk.
Aggressive negotiations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cadet.
All right. Do I want to go ahead and do that? Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do Hexblade's Curse also
All right.
on the
Yeah,
same.
you're seeing that they're chunky. They got some good.
Yeah. Since it's not dead yet, I'll go ahead and do it.
Nothing a good diet wouldn't take care of. Iron
All
River
right.
diet.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Oh, actually, that's a crit. Since I did curse him,
1920.
it's a 1920.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 19 on the die. So that's a crit.
Lay it on me.
So 14,
Hexed and
15,
hexed blade.
16, 17, 18 plus 12, so 30 damage.
Yeah. Wow, you hit it hard. I'm gonna say it's gonna fall off this. It's probably not gonna fall. As a reaction, it's gonna allow itself to fall off the railing and land on the lower level, which is about 4 feet below you, Kadeth. Probably
Okay.
still within your reach. But it is on the lower level now.
Oh,
Evangeline.
not necessarily moving off the stairs, just like a couple steps down, kind of thing,
Well, the stairs are only 5 feet wide.
or it's not on the stairs. It's okay.
Right.
It's on the railing.
I will use another bolt. I rolled a natural 20 for a 23
Nice.
for 13 points of damage.
That was your crit damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a D8,
Okay.
and I have a +1. And I rolled a D4. I mean, I rolled a 4 on my D8.
I was like, you might want to re-roll.
It's good. I rolled the right dice.
Right. All right. It is their turn. Although he is angry at Kadeth, he's going to turn, since he fell down, he's going to turn and try to bite Seeker. For a 14 to hit.
I hit him in the snout with my shield.
He gets slightly stunned. You whimper. This guy's going to attempt to bite Forsyth. Oh, that one might actually bite you. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. Now let's see what his damage dice is because I don't look that far ahead.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
supposed to
No
know this stuff.
anticipation of ever hitting.
She
7
wasn't
points.
born from the same parents.
Well, I could know this stuff ahead, but I just forget by the time I do hit. So it's 7 points of piercing damage against you, Forsyth.
Oh, okay. 7 points of piercing damage from getting an earring.
And you will know from that bite that was... He did not put his full force behind that.
Ah,
So in other words, he could do a
Understood.
lot more damage.
well, let's make sure he
Uh,
doesn't.
Or he
That
could be
brings
a whole
us-
lot more dead.
Oh, thrashing guy. Oh, thrashing guy made it another square. Now you see him thrashing down here.
Has he started drowning yet?
Well,
I guess
no,
he's
they
only. I guess
They
he's
kind
only
of
been
look
under for 18
amphibious, so he
seconds.
might be able to breathe underwater.
And he's only
Yeah,
been
but-
underwater
Oh,
for
wow.
18 seconds, so it's not really that long.
He's been underwater for a little while.
Even thrashing around, that's not that long.
Yeah, but he's been not in this battle.
True.
It's very true. Fix.
Fix. Kind of watching everybody, and I guess on this one, I will do Mind Sliver. So I need an intelligence saving throw.
It's a 15.
A 15. Oh, well, that is not the greatest. So I think that he still takes damage. Let me confirm.
I don't believe he does, but maybe.
Okay, yeah, no, it does not. That is
So
it.
that-
Everyone is still blessed, though. So I'm keeping that concentrated.
All right. Forsyth.
Okay, we're gonna have to just continue going at him with the dagger because it just seems the right thing to do for now. But we're gonna miss
Oh,
7. Well, 7 plus, still gonna miss.
yeah.
There's nothing I can do to
Max is
that hit.
11.
Yeah.
So, if that finishes your turn, it's Seeker.
Okay, I'm going to swing away on the northern one. That is a 21.
That hits.
And the damage is max 13.
Nice. Oof. Okay. These two are starting to look a little winded after that round. This is... Oops, I'm trying to move it on the wrong screen. Move that down. As the ship continues to move. Captain is going to attempt to swing. Oh, he actually hit again. Surprise, surprise. For 7 points of damage. Alright. That one is starting to really look hurt. Still standing, but now the thrashing is down here. As you're slowly moving away from the one that's kind of just stuck in the entanglement. Stupid. Cadet. You were supposed to fight 3 of these.
We are.
We
We're
did
just
fight
landing on
3
our
of them.
terms.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just to make sure that it's more focused on the danger that I am, I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go ahead and move all the way around it. And take another swing. Ew, that's not as good. That is a 12 to hit. So that misses. But I am,
Is that with your D4 bless?
yes,
Mm.
Bummer.
but I am going to sneer at it.
I will taunt you a second time.
I'm starting to look angry.
All right. The confounded lizard won't die. Evangeline, it is your go.
I have a 16 to hit
Hits.
for 4 points of damage. Still to
Alright.
that bottom one.
Yeah, that's what I figured. The other one is still thrashing around. Alright. It is their turn. Seeing you move down, he will take a sniff at you and attempt to hit you again, Kadeth, and miss horribly, because I rolled a natural 1. I really need to change my die. The other one attempts to hit Forsyth with an 8. Oh, and the one thrashing around is still thrashing around.
That's pretty bad.
What the heck? I think I've rolled above a 10 on this die maybe 4 times. Alright. That brings us to Fix.
That's why you use a D12, right?
Oh yeah, maybe I'm rolling a d12. I don't know.
Same one. Mind Sliver again.
Alright. Oh, that's gonna be a 9 this time. 9.
All right. Then he takes 5 points of psychic damage and now has a negative D4 on its next save.
Alright. That brings us to Forsyth.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to stabby once again. Die, you little bugger!
And when a monster comes along, you must stab it.
I hear a parody in the works.
That's only a,
I can't take credit
14
from
to hit.
that.
Aw.
That's for something I watched. I can't remember the name of it.
What was your to hit?
Swiffer. 14.
To miss.
I think it's the Guild. I think that's what it's called.
Valiant
Hang
effort.
on.
Oh, is that from the guild?
I think so.
Is it?
There were
I love
3
the Guild.
episodes, and one of them had that in there. But anyway,
Seeker.
okay. So which one of these two looks like they're got more blood loss? The one that's by me or the one south?
This one
That
has
one.
more blood loss.
Okay, Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
It's minus D4 to its saving throw. It's going to roll a nat 20, of course.
The minus D4 is over here.
Oh,
he already
you
used
did
the
it on
D4
that one?
on this one. Yeah, he did it on
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, okay. Then, but which
Do you
one
want to hit
looks
that
more
one
hurt?
instead?
Well, no. Which one looks more hurt?
The south one looks more hurt.
Well, yeah. I'll Toll the Dead on the south one.
Just do it.
That is a 12.
That is not good enough. Yay for me. I get to roll my d12s like I hardly ever get to do. Where are you, d12s? There you are. You're pretty. Let's roll you. That is a 9.
I feel
Nine.
pity. Oh,
Nine.
so pity.
All right, it's hanging on by a dear thread. It's starting to look like very angry.
The box needs to move south one more
Yep.
after me. Just in case you forgot. I'm just saying.
Yep. And the captain's going to attempt to hit it and miss. That brings us back to the top with Kadeth. The one in front of you is looking pretty hurt, but he's
Alright.
not on death's door yet.
Do a
On-
spell because
on-
it has a minus d4, Chuck.
What?
So the minus D4
It has a
to
minus
save.
d4 to its save. Do a spell.
Oh,
I'm just
that would
saying.
require me to have spells that actually require a save.
Ah.
Yeah.
There's that. Stab it.
You must stab it.
I stab. Actually, it's more of a swing because it's a longsword.
You can stab with a longsword.
Well, you can,
It's called a thrust, though.
but alright, that's a
I'm not even going to say what just
17
ran
to
through
hit.
my head. 17 hits.
Something dirty.
That is 10 damage.
Nice
10
hit.
damage.
Yeah, 10 damage.
Nice. All right, it's hanging in there.
And I'm definitely looking angry.
All right.
Just give up the ghost, Seeker says.
Why
to it.
did you not? Why did you attack us?
Just die.
It's just gonna hiss at you. Evangeline.
Does it speak?
It seems to recognize your language. He seems to recognize what you're saying, but he just hisses.
So I say in Draconic, just die. Does it respond? Okay, damn it.
I start cursing at this one in Giant.
Okay, it's not gonna stand that. Evangeline.
I rolled a 13 to hit.
That's a miss. Sorry about your luck. Their turn. All right. He's very angry.
Don't sound so enthusiastic when you say that.
I'm so sorry that you
Should
missed.
not.
That's much better.
Do you want to tell your face that? Because I don't believe your face. I'm so sorry you missed. You know.
Incongruent. Let's see. Cadet hit you.
What?
18.
An 18, yeah, that hits.
That's much better. 14 points of damage.
Ouch!
Ow. Damn.
I'm gonna use my
Hellish Rebuke.
no, I don't have Hellish Rebuke, but I am gonna use my Stone's Endurance to reduce that.
Half that.
No,
It's
but
reduced
it
by a 9.
is reduced by 5, so it'll be 9 damage.
Right.
Because that was literally half my max.
And this one is actually going to attempt to grapple Forsyth. Might succeed. Does a 19 work against you, Forsyth?
Uh,
That
Wow.
works against everybody.
that works against. 19 would hit me, yeah.
If
Is
we
grapple
were
a
5th or
contested?
6th level, maybe not, but at 3rd
It
level,
is going
absolutely.
to grapple with you.
Is that a contested
And-
roll?
No,
No.
No.
not initially.
Not initially. However,
Okay.
he has grappled you, and he is moving to the edge. He is going to attempt to try to pull you over. I'll give you a free contest against it, because he's going to try to pull you. So
All right. What
you
do I
can
roll
escape
against it?
athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
DC
Or you could
13.
bonus action shapeshift into something that's not easily grasped.
I don't get the bless on that, right?
Ah, yeah, you do. It's a test.
Not on a check.
Oh, I thought it was on. Okay.
Okay.
I think
18.
it's just on saves and attacks. 18. That's enough. So you're going to slip out of its grasp as it's trying to pull you over the edge. And so it's hanging on the railing. You're still on the ship.
Right.
And the grapple has been broken.
Smash its fingers.
Well, I'm a little guy, you know. It's hard to grasp.
Stab his fingers. The other one.
Ever try to hold your kids when they're wanting to misbehave?
No, I don't have any kids, so no.
And comes to the surface.
You gotta love it when they turn into limp washcloths.
Gosh, yes. All right. He finally got out of the entanglement. Finally. Brings us back to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, that was their turn. So that brings us to Fix.
All right, and Forsyth got away from this one, or did he not get away from it?
Oh yeah, I
He
got
Either way.
did get away from it. It's
Okay.
now kind of up on the railing.
Looking
Very
like it's pretty
angry
hurt.
that It lost its prey. Yes, it is very hurt.
And hungry.
How does this one look?
That one is hurt as well, but not as bad.
I got a little.
It's still got
Okay.
a round or two in him.
Okay. Then, seeing this, I don't know if has anybody hit him with fire yet?
No.
We'll see if I can hit him with fire.
Alrighty.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Firebolt. And I need a D10. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Fire damage.
Back up there. That's enough to kill him. You see him fall off the edge and kerplash. Or kerplunk.
After erupting in flame,
Right.
right?
After-
And then
There's what?
Splish splash, he's taking a bath. And then he's
Dead.
picks his gun, look to the one above up there. Do we see this one yet? Or who sees this one?
we all can from the side of the boat.
Yeah, anybody on the side of the boat will be able to see this one. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
looking the other way, so.
Oh, thank you. The only thing I can figure is from there.
Then if Fix sees it, he will call it out to the others, but then he'll just turn his attention up here for now.
All right. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. All right, Forsyth.
Okay, I'm
you
gonna
hear
go
Fix
grab-
holler out. You see the other
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna
there.
grab my sling and a couple rocks. Using bonus action, cast Magic Stone, and then fling the rocks at the creature in the water.
Alrighty.
Bless is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so 18 to hit,
That hits.
and let me roll the other hit, which is
Ooh, good hit.
yeah, that's before the D4, so yeah, that's gonna be a good hit. So I'll 21 to hit.
That hits.
First one is going to be 6 points of damage. The second one's going to be 4 points of damage, so 10 total.
Alrighty.
Bludgeoning damage, I believe.
You hear it. shriek a
Magical
little bit.
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, magical bludgeoning, yeah. It's magically delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
I don't think he feels lucky though.
Nah, it's,
Certainly not charmed by you.
yeah. But I'm so charming,
He's
Take
never seen
that,
minds
you
like that before.
beast.
Seeker.
Probably seeing pink stars though. Yellow moons. And never mind, I'll let it go. All right.
And red balloons.
So this guy
I
is really
overlooked
getting
ground.
on my nerves. And I didn't want to do this, but he's really being a pain in the ass. So I'm going to reach out and touch him with my black necrotic hand. Oh my god, it's a nat 20. I kid you not. Look at it. See? There it is, right
Yep. There it is.
there. Okay.
It's even really more cool when it's floating.
There's a black the thing for your mouse pad. That's what that is. It's sitting on that. So that's 30 base. I've crit with that spell a lot. I like it.
Yes, you have.
So that's 30 base plus 16, 19. So it's 30, 49 damage altogether.
All right, that is enough to kill it.
I gotta mark
Oh,
off the
he's
spell.
dead. He's just dead. He's dead.
Just
He's
dead.
On the ship.
He's
he's
dead,
dead.
Jim.
Yes, he's dead, Jim.
My name's
Oh,
Fix,
he's
not
dead.
Jim.
We'll have a deceased marker.
He's DED dead.
He's
D-E-D dead.
D-E-E dead. Deed. That would be deed.
DED dead. Dead.
Right.
Hmm.
I don't remember what I saw that off of, but
Unconscious one.
I think it's Beetlejuice. I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was it for me.
Beetlejuice,
Oh, and I'm
Beetlejuice.
gonna move. Yeah, I should move. Sorry. So I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move there.
All right. That brings us to the top. The box is moving away again. He's only going to move down 5 because he's. Well, no, Hope moved down both.
Is that concentration, Forsyth?
Not that I know of. I'll check. But
The entangle?
I don't think Entangle is.
no, it's
I think
yeah, it
it's
is
not.
concentration.
Oh, it
Oh,
is
you could just let it go if you want.
Oh, does your magic stones
Yeah, it's not going to do
require
anything.
concentration at all? That's true. You can just let it go and not worry about it because he's fine.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It was from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I
What
love
was?
that movie.
Yep.
we are men.
They're men. They're men in
tights.
Round 4.
Robin
looking
Hood
for fights.
Mennonites.
That brings us back to the top with Kadeth.
All right. I still got this guy in front of me
Oh,
that I'm
dead.
getting really, really mad at, right?
Well, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
I
he's
killed him.
dead?
He's dead.
Oh, well, why is he
The
Yeah,
black
I
dead?
put a
handed
dead
death.
token on
Dead,
top of
Jim.
him. Why did it not show up?
Well, I know the other one's there, so I'm going to
I don't know why it
move
didn't
my
show up.
hex to the other one.
It's really weird.
Huh. That's weird. The hex is showing up on the other
Now
thing,
you
even though
Now you can move your hex.
There you go.
where'd it go? What the? Why did
It's
it
back
go?
up top.
I have no idea why it did that.
That was weird.
There
It
it
was
goes.
really weird. And my unconscious is still not showing up there. That's really weird.
There. No, it's on the right one. And I'm going to hit it with a Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, and actually, since the one died, I will be getting hit points back.
Some
how many hit points?
Yummy hit
I was
points.
going to
I
ask
get
you
5
about
hit
that
points
once you
back.
got done.
All right, so the one I'm going to hit him with Eldritch Blast. Wait. 10. That would be 25 to hit
Oh, yes.
for 13 damage.
You see it thrashing in the water because it's getting pummeled. That
And
brings
then
us to
I am going to
Oh.
move. I can move through friendlies, so
yes.
Yet they still keep coming. I thought he would have turned tail by now.
It hasn't been his turn again
I'm
yet.
moving up. to
What
the-
round are we in?
Like
You're
the
like
7?
round 4.
Yeah.
Oh, round 4. Okay.
I think it's
Four.
about round 4.
Or
I
this
haven't
is the
been keeping
beginning of
track, but I
5,
think it's
actually.
round 4. 5?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were on the 7th round. My bad.
Because it was underwater for 4 rounds.
Yeah, it was underwater most of it.
Sputtering coming up.
Kind of little.
I figured after like 6 rounds, it would probably drown.
Yeah. It's only
Maybe a
partially
little longer,
amphibious.
but
So you took off running. That brings
I
us
guess
to
it could last a
Evangeline.
little bit. But
I got a 19 to hit and 4 points of damage.
Everybody's taking after that one. All right.
That's
It
a
is its
popular amount
turn.
of damage today. 4.
4.
or
Well, we started out with some 7s. So.
He is going to turn tail.
Yeah, you better run.
There we go.
Go pansy tail end.
It seems to be fleeing. Fix, it is your
Huh?
go.
How far away is it?
If our
The whole way.
screen share can pull back a little bit.
Oh wow.
It is, yeah. It was already down here to
Mhm.
start
Yeah, and
with.
they can swim
and
pretty damn
they
fast, I
can swim
imagine.
pretty good. So that is where it's
55
at.
feet
55
From you-
feet?
from Seeker.
Yeah, from you it's about 70 feet, Fix.
Oh. Well then.
Unless you move, of course. You can move to the back of the boat or whatever.
Yeah. Fix will definitely do that. He will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will do that.
About 50 feet.
And then is this concentration? It is not. Ooh, that's a crappy save. I'm not gonna waste a spell slot for that. Never mind.
Do it.
Do it.
Fine. I need a wisdom and
Wow, you're so
seek.
easily manipulated.
Yeah, well, Seeker informed us that it understood what
Common.
he was saying. Common, right?
Yeah.
So then I need a wisdom saving throw.
Could be bad. That is a 7.
Then I'm going to issue the command approach.
Oh no. Okay.
Wow, that sucks for it.
Of which he
That
will
is cool.
attempt that on his turn. Forsyth.
Okay. Let's see. What am I seeing? Why is this not wanting? Oh, because I'm looking at that and not that. Let's see. He's still in range, right? 45 feet. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, I'm gonna cast magic stones again and sling it less than optimal. How do you do that when you're outside of? It's like 30-foot range and a 120.
At disadvantage.
It's at disadvantage.
Okay, so disadvantage. We can do disadvantage. Oh. Well, the first one is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, but the second one would have been a natural 20.
No. So yeah.
And the next one's going to be a 7, max of 11, so that's going to be a miss. Okay.
So you hit with 1.
So we are going to hit with 1 for only 3 whole points of damage.
Alright, 3 whole points of damage.
Whittling him slowly away.
Does that do anything to the command?
Nope.
Okay. I know some things like charms and things like that.
Yeah.
does affect them.
No, if I was like telling him to approach and there was a cliff between us and it would cause him damage, then it would do something. But the action for him to follow doesn't directly harm him.
All right. That brings us to Seeker.
I put my club in my belt loop. I'm not going to waste any more spells, but I will take a shot at it with my hand crossbow.
All right.
And he's well within range for this.
I think he's
80.
About 80 feet from you.
Yeah, 80 is the max before I
Oh,
get
yeah, you're within
disadvantage.
80.
And
So
that
you're
is
within
a 17.
That hits.
D8 plus 1 for 7 damage. Here we go again.
Alrighty. 7 damage. At the end of that round, nothing's gonna move because this doesn't really matter anymore. The box doesn't. And he's turning back toward the ship. So, Kadeth,
All right, I'm shooting another Eldritch Blast his way.
Oh, did he approach already? It only lasts for
Not
one
his
round.
turn yet.
Oh, it's not
Not
his
his
turn
turn
yet.
yet.
right, it's not his
Gotcha.
turn yet. So,
Gotcha.
That would be a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Dang. I only need a. Yeah. 12 damage.
12 damage. Dang. He's taken about half his health. Almost half his health.
And I'm cursing at him in giant and calling his mother a snail.
Your mother was a gecko.
Evangeline.
I got a 19 to hit
That hits.
and 4 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Let's see if I can't find a dice I can read better.
A place you can read better?
Dice.
Oh.
I'm having a hard time seeing that one.
On his turn. He will make it back. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. He will make it back approximately to where he started from. I'll scoot him one square over as he is approaching you, Fix.
Yep. And he would use his entire turn to do that. So double movements, anything like that.
I guess he could do a double movement.
That sucks for him.
Mm-hmm.
No. We're not done with you yet. Get over here.
He'll make it up the ship.
He stops if he gets within 5 feet of me.
That's where he's gonna end up with a double movement.
Nice.
That's the end of his turn. Fix. And now he looks very confused.
Fix kind of waves at him and does he? Oh Lord, that
You should probably back out of the way.
he'll if I move, he'll get an attack of opportunity though.
Not halfway down the ship, would he?
Oh, he's hanging on the railing.
Oh, okay.
10 to 1 says he'd probably miss anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, Jody.
Fix does have a shield and is kind of well armored, so yeah, Fix will move. Go ahead and take your attack of opportunity.
Alright.
Here's the crit.
Oh no, it's not a crit, but I did hit.
Because you do hear, well,
'Cause that's
I don't know if
20.
anybody else speaks giant.
What'd you roll to hit?
20, 30
That just barely hits.
for 12 points. But you still move. He doesn't have Sentinel.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a way to keep you from moving. You still get out of the way.
Ow, that hurt.
12
And
points.
12 whole points. Is he like if he fell, would he fall overboard or on our side?
He would probably fall overboard.
Okay. Then I won't do that. I'll hit him with a firebolt.
Alright.
Oh, so close. A 19?
19 hits?
Well, 24 with my pluses, but yeah.
No, well.
For 9 points of damage.
Alright.
Fire damage, if that matters. And then that's my turn.
Alright. Kadeth, what did you yell?
I was
You were
asking
saying
if
something.
anybody speaks giant.
You get no response from Evangeline.
Because I'm definitely saying something, but it's in giant, so.
You hear a lot of words coming out of Cadeth's mouth.
Very, and you can tell it's very angry language, but if you don't understand me, then you don't understand me. Because it's definitely in Giant.
But it's angry, doggone it. Forsyth. Oh,
He's already done
no,
his
he's already got his
reaction.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm moving.
Nice.
So, bonus action, magic stones, and here we go. Sling, natural 20. Sling, let's see. Bless still on?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
13. Oh well, so natural 20 is going to be
Plus
a
these.
12 plus 2, 14 points of damage.
He is not looking healthy,
That's a nice rock hit in the forehead.
right? That brings us to Seeker.
Okay. I will. Who's after me? Kadath?
I am.
Cadeth.
Oh, heck yeah. All right, can I see him from where I'm at?
Creature, yeah.
Okay. I'm going
Yeah,
to
you're
do
right
a...
behind Cadeth. You can easily go around him with whatever you're
I
going to shoot
will
him with. Or
lob
whatnot.
a second level guiding bolt his way. Actually, maybe... No, I'll send a... No, Con 13. That sucks. Never mind. Yeah, I'll send a second level guiding bolt his way. Plus 5. 17 again.
17
wow.
hits.
Okay. I like rolling 12s. Apparently.
Wait, is Guiding Bolt is an attack, right?
It is.
Yes. Okay.
And 65d6 because I casted it. So that is 10. Where'd my die go? It disappeared. Hold on, I gotta re-roll one. It disappeared into my dice pool. Ooh, a 6. I like that. So 10, 21, 24 damage, and whoever attacks him next has advantage.
Oh, good.
That's why I asked who was after me.
Especially what I was already planning to do.
He is. You see him start to slip on the railing a little bit. He got pummeled.
Walloped.
Yes. Cadeth.
And Seeker will then move to the dead body of the other one. So let me move. Where am I? I need the hand.
Here.
Is this me? Which one is that one? Okay.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm looking at two screens to see myself, though. The one I can move it on and the one that's the actual main screen. So, yeah. And that's it for me.
Cadeth.
All right. So I drop my shield, move up
All
5
right.
feet because I need a free hand. I'm grabbing him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Stabbing him at the
basically
same
gonna try
time?
and- I'm gonna try and grab him and pull him onto the ship, basically.
Okay. So that's
So it's a strength check against his either strength or dex.
Touchy-feely.
And
Athletics or acrobatics, right?
yeah,
Yes.
athletics against either athletics or acrobatics, and then it's still considered an attack. So I would
Guiding
still
bolt
get advantage,
applies.
right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you would still get the plus
that is an
D4.
attack.
Yep.
That is an attack action to grapple.
That one is cocked. 16.
Is that with your D4?
Yeah, I only rolled a 1 on it.
Oof.
That is
16's what you need, right?
that beats my 13. So you get
Well, it was an opposed roll.
Oh, oppose.
And am I able to move him this round, or do I have to wait around? I forget how
No,
that
you can
works.
grab him and move him.
Okay, then I'm gonna basically.
Half movement.
Oh, I'm essentially just
Oh, you're
backing
just
up
throwing him.
and Well, backing up and throwing him onto the deck here. Oops.
You threw him so hard his hex came off.
Yeah.
You beat the hex out of him.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a
He
circle.
lands.
He's no longer a hex.
Actually, I wouldn't even move. I would just toss him. I would like literally just turn and throw him on the deck.
Right. All right.
Ow.
He's there. He's on the ground. Evangeline, you would have to come up to be
And
able to hit him.
I kind of let out a roar. And
I would have to come up to be able to hit him.
more angry language and
Because he's prone.
Yeah, he's prone
Yeah.
on the
You don't have
upper level.
LOS. Yeah.
Prone on the deck.
Get himself hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up
Yeah.
as opposed to okay. I was looking at it
Right.
the other way.
No,
Okay.
it's up as opposed to down.
Okay, I will move. Oh, I can move me. Wait a minute. I know how to do this. I can be taught.
Hi.
And I will pull out my hand axe. And I rolled a natural 20 for 23.
Dead, Jim.
For 12 points of damage.
It's dead. Now you have two of them on here that are dead.
Whap!
Whap. Whap. Whap.
I will move back out of the way.
All right. Well, that
For all of
is-
those ravagers.
You taking a glance around the ship, you see no more coming.
I stab at him again.
Yeah, I want to make sure no more are coming before I start inspecting or looting this thing.
I actually stabbed the one on the deck right there,
Yeah.
even though it's dead.
Double. It's double
That
dead.
pretty baby.
Double dead.
And
Look
still
at that pretty
cursing
baby.
and still cursing and giant and very angrily.
What a great face.
Still cursing. Kadeth is still cursing and stabbing a dead lizard.
I cut off somebody's head and played kickball with it, so who am I to judge?
Point well taken.
Yeah,
Point
I told
made.
him I was going to do it.
Point well made.
Puppy.
As you look around, you see no others. So that is the end of combat. The captain kind of give a sideward glance at Kadeth, who is stabbing this thing again. And
After
then kind
a
of
few
looks.
seconds, I would stop and pick up my shield and basically storm off toward the front of the ship.
All right.
Bix
after
will
a
look to
few
the
seconds-
captain and say, "See, wasn't that worth every gold?"
That we paid you to defend you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely worth every gold you paid me.
Mhm. I think we should get a refund.
Uh,
Look, his sword's covered in blood. That's going to cost at least 20 of those gold to clean, I'm sure.
a fighter should know how to clean his own sword as he wipes his.
Is there anything on this thing besides itself?
Evangeline will look back over her shoulder as she is exiting and say, "Well, we stabbed him, you flabble."
I really don't want this meat.
Is there anything on this creature besides itself? I mean, is it just a creature or?
It is just a creature. Yeah. The captain will say, "Well,
Are
one thing I know for sure, is they don't typically attack unless there's Numenera on board."
don't know what that is. What are they?
Think to ask. These things are called. Oh crap! I just pulled my book. Starts with a C.
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles. They kind of act like crocodiles. They are called Chirogs.
Chirogs.
Chirog.
Would Fix know if these are if they're any part of them is valuable as components or in any sort of arcane manner? Like, does the wish spell require the eye of a Chirog?
Yeah, no. I don't think so. Although, anything that requires something generic, like the eye of a lizard, because they are definitely reptilian, you could use. But anything they're not listed specifically as a spell component.
Okay. Then he's not going to bother with them. Oh, you ready to go back? You want to go back out there?
Survival, same roll.
Survival, same roll. Yep.
All right, let me try it. +3. Yeah, I rolled a 1, so I have a 4. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna toss this thing over the side.
Go for it. To your survival, the teeth might make, good pendants or trinkets or, like whatever.
I don't need that. I just toss it.
Kind of things.
In my mind, my roll, my estimation, totally worthless. Throw it over
Yep. Tossed overboard.
Given what the captain said, is there anything in my memory from history or whatever that I remember learning or reading as to why these things would only attack if Numenera isn't on board?
I will let you roll history with advantage. In regards to that, since your very specific study is Numenera.
I rolled 17 plus 5 for a 22.
For a 22.
Plus a
you
D4
have...
if you're still blessed.
I wasn't blessed.
Oh, okay.
She's not blessed. With your 22, you do recall in your studies with Numenera, working with Numenera, that there are certain creatures in the Ninth World, most of them having been mutated over centuries of time, that are drawn to Numenera. Some creatures are drawn to Numenera because they want them for themselves, kind of like raccoons and shiny things. Some creatures are repulsed by them. So they will be drawn to people with Numenera because they want to kill and savage, because they are repulsed by that. So this, you do believe, is probably one of those creatures that was probably repulsed by it since they came aboard. You saw them kind of sniff out a little bit and just start attacking.
Okay. I will share that in private.
All right.
And we resume traveling?
Yep.
Okay. So you head on down the river.
Did we get a long rest as we're traveling? You'll let us know when.
It's another couple days until you hit Key. Yes, you will get a long rest. Seeker, you do know, just from your military background, you do know that these creatures probably intelligently chose that spot because it was more of a choke point.
Mm-hmm.
Boats had
so
to
they're
slow
not
down.
dumb.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not dumb.
Okay.
They're not highly intelligent, but they're not dumb.
Did we want to take a quick bio break?
Yes.
Do. Yes.
All right.
So,
All right.
Thank you.
take 5. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
These messages.
And we're back.
All right, welcome back.
It's as if we never left.
It's as if we never left. All right, so you make it the rest of the way to Key. In those about 2-3 days, well, about 3 or 4 days left over on the river, is there anything in which you want to do, or just continue to look out, get your sleep?
Vix would actually pick up the shield that Kadeth left, and after take it to him, make sure that he's okay. Kind of knock
Depending
on
on
his
how
door.
long it's been, he's
15, 20 minutes.
oh yeah, he's fine by that point. He's been doing some breathing exercises and calming himself.
Gotcha. Yeah, he'd kind of look at Kadeth and he'd be like, "You all right there, buddy?"
Yes, I'm fine.
Well, I didn't want this to fall overboard, so here you go. I would not want to go swimming for it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And then he kind of head back off to wherever his watch, or wherever he's supposed to be at the moment.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything in particular?
I'll chat up the crew, the captain in particular, just about, and learn as much as I can. Just, I'm not highly charismatic. I'm just curious. In fact, I'm the opposite of that.
I will probably offend most of the crew.
I probably offend the captain too, but I'm still talking to him.
Well, I will say there comes a point where they start to try to avoid you, Evangeline, but you're not offending them. They just don't want to talk to you. They're like, it's so hard to talk to you. The captain will talk to you for as long as you'll listen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he'll talk mostly about boating, the river itself. Every now and then, bandits show up on the river.
Exactly what I'm wanting to know. Good.
Yep. Every now and then, those creatures show up. They usually try to hit almost everything that attacks a ship. Tries to hit at a choke point somewhere that forces us to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll talk about the ship. He got the ship 10, 15 years ago, and he's repaired most of it himself, and he's just very proud about his ship. And he'll talk your leg off.
Okay.
As long as you'll let him.
Evangeline looks at him and with the look on her face of, does less talking get us there faster?
Oh, well, the captain's not driving the ship. The captain's there for decisions. If you look around, you see that there's a couple of crew that run some rigging and whatnot to kind of help keep it centered on the river so it doesn't get too close to the shore. And, of course, there's the navigator that's actually at the Catherine's wheel to keep it lined up properly. So, yeah, the captain doesn't drive the ship. He just bosses everybody else around. So, at the end of the 4 days, you pull into the docks at Key. And you unload. I do not have a picture of the map of Key. However, when you pull up to the docks at Key, you will notice immediately. Of course, Evangeline, Seeker, this is home. You don't take it in as much. It's home. You're like, we're finally almost home. Kadeth, Forsyth, you two, you've heard of Key. Kadeth especially, I don't think you've ever been to Key. Forsyth?
Probably not.
No, I don't think you've been to Key either. Neither one of you have been to Key. You see, as you're pulling into the docks, one of the first docks along the Wire River, You're looking at the city to your west, basically, and it does span across the river to both north and south of the river itself. The northern portion of the city definitely looks multi-tiered. The southern portion, parts of it are multi-tiered, but a majority of them are just on ground level. This is also known as, or you've heard of Key as being half in the sky. And looking at it, you're like, yeah, half of it is in the sky. Because half of it has a second tier that is much higher. Evangeline and Seeker, you know that the Dirk Hall, where you guys both report to and work from or work out of, is on that second tier. And it takes up a good central portion of that tier. It is almost a city within itself. There's residences, there's studies, there's schools, there's a little bit of governmental buildings, administrative buildings, all kinds of stuff in Dirk Hall itself. So it's almost a city within a city. If you kind of think of Rome and the Vatican kind of thing, is kind of how it ends up being. And so you pull into the docks, you exit. Fix.
Yes.
This is home. It's home,
But not really home.
but not really home. You're remembering some of the days in Key where you would go to the market with your father. Usually, it was usually your father that you were with. I mean, you never doubted that your mother loved you or anything like that, but she was usually working. She was busy. It was usually your father that you were with. And you remember visiting the market along the river. But you know that your home is actually just outside of Dirk Hall, just about. And that's where you grew up. It is a walled section of the city. It has definitely got nicer homes. There's a courtyard there. Your home was one of the nicest homes there. And you guys kind of, as far as you can recall, your family was respected and kind of ran that little section of the city. They were the ones that, housed neighborhood parties and, balls and things like that, as you can recall growing up.
Okay. Do I know where my sister would frequent?
Your sister would probably frequent a tavern in the lower portion of the city.
So like in this portion?
No, in the first level, first
Okay.
tier. Almost directly under your residence, there's a tavern down there that's fairly nice. She frequents there often. That's her favorite place to go. However, you do know, just from little stories that your sister has told, that in the southern portion of the city, there is another tavern called the Inky Whale. And she's been known to go there often if she didn't want to be found.
The Inky Whale or Well?
Whale, as in
Okay.
Shamu.
Jody's
whale.
accent isn't that thick.
No, I just
I'm not gonna lie.
There are times, though.
want to make sure I heard it correctly.
Sometimes I get a Franklinese accent. I can't help it.
Inky whale.
Not as bad as your kids do.
This is true.
You're kidding.
Okay.
Franklin. Franklin is where all the people from Kentucky drove and ran out of gas.
Yep, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Lord. Okay, Evangeline was going to her lab, right? Is she like headed off as soon as we hit the dock?
Yep.
I was gonna say talk about it. I don't know where y'all going.
Fix will be like, okay, I guess she's gone.
Was there
Well,
something
I'm with
you wanted
Evangeline
to-
because I was assigned to you. Unless you tell me to F off or something.
I will not.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
My
Yes,
orders
yes,
were to
yes.
have you with me.
Okay. So I'm
I-
with Evangeline.
I guess
Fix,
we'll
was there
meet back
something you
here
needed
sometime.
from Miss Forge?
Well,
I
I
was gonna
just
say,
figured
you-
it'd be a good idea to know when we're supposed to be meeting back up, unless we're just hoping for happenstance to run across her, because I don't know where her laboratory is. Do you?
Not right offhand, but I'm sure we can find it if we need to.
Okay.
Usually you can find a lavatory by the smell. Oh, lavatory. Okay, I get it.
Laboratory.
Laboratory.
It's a laboratory.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
That pun was laborious.
Yeah.
well, I'm
Tinkle
glad you
on
all
it.
had some coffee.
What is this coffee? I didn't even get tea.
I didn't
Should have
have
got
any.
some tea. Should have got some of the
Can
new
you
tea.
imagine what it would be like if I drank coffee?
Yeah, that might be bad.
I drink coffee all the time. It doesn't seem to affect me.
So,
Well,
I'm
Um,
always wired.
Except for
imagine
my
you guys
frequent
would
trips
have-
to the bathroom.
during these 4 days, discussed some actions that you were planning on taking in Key with one another.
Mhm.
I believe that the three of you, Forsyth, Fix, and Cadet, would know that the laboratory that Evangeline would be going to, and Seeker would be following her there, is in Dirk Hall. Which Fix, you would know where Dirk Hall is. I mean,
Okay.
anybody inside Key and most people outside Key, including Forsyth and Cadet, though they might not know exactly where it is, know that it's in the city.
right. Okay. Then I would look to Cadeth and let him know that I'm going to go see if I can locate my sister. You're more than welcome to join me.
I will certainly join you.
And he'll look at Forsyth and he'll be like, "You're welcome to join too, but I strongly suggest don't steal from her."
Okay.
He kind of he gets this very I don't want to have to just don't steal from her look from him.
Boy, you really take all the fun out of things. You know that.
It would no, it would be a lot of fun for her, I'm sure, if you stole.
You'd be
Yeah.
dead, but it would have been fun for her.
First, she has to catch me.
Oh, and if she doesn't, and then she finds out later, it'll be really fun
For her.
for her.
Yeah, that's if she figures it out. But you know, what can I say?
Yeah.
Does she have any race that she really doesn't like?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I'll go as a half orc.
Oh, are you sure? Because you are in Key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
will
city
stand
of
out big time.
Steadfast. You will stand out big time.
You're best off as a plain Jane human.
Especially if you want to kind of sneak some pockets. You want to be plain Jane human.
Otherwise, everyone's going to be rolling to see if they perceive you.
Like I said, where's the fun?
Hey, I guess it is fun to roll up a new character.
I ain't saving you if you go something stupid, that's for sure.
All right.
First fatality.
I will just go as myself.
Yeah, if you don't want to
Maybe
stick out.
a foot taller or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get away with halfling, you can get away with dwarf, you can get away with half elf even, and you can get away with elf even if you have the longer hair that kind of hides the ears kind of thing
Yeah.
easily enough. Half orc stands out big time.
Yeah.
Big time. So you're gonna go more as yourself, the halfling.
Yeah, I'll just go as
Okay.
looking
Okay.
sort of like a halfling.
All right.
For all intents and purposes, is what I normally look like.
Right.
Yeah, and then Fix will go as Fix.
You sure?
This time.
Okay.
I mean, Kadath has no ability nor reason to change form, so
Yeah, as the three of you are walking out, you get off the dock. You have to walk down the riverbank a little while and climb some stairs to get on a bridge to go over to the southern side of the city, which I'm assuming is where you were going. Or did you want to go to the other one?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Were you going to the Inky Whale, or were
Yes.
you going to go to the other tavern that I hadn't named yet?
The
No,
Inky
Inky
Whale.
Whale is where we would start. Because I believe that name would probably stick out to Fix. And so he's like, wait, there was the Inky Whale. We'll go there first.
You get close, the noise coming from the inside, it's like, oh.
That's more like the whiny whale.
The whiny whale.
All right. You guys travel across the bridge and back down the riverbank a little while. And you do come to a more slummy section of town. Buildings are not quite
home.
as pristine. They're kept, and they're kept to keep from falling, basically. But they're not kept up to look pristine like the inner portion of the city. You do notice the further away from Durkal you get, the less guards you see. As a matter of fact, once you hit this part of town, you don't see any guards.
This is a good thing.
Just nobody over here. Nobody really cares. They run themselves. You make it to the Inky Whale, and you are suddenly reminded why it's called the Inky Whale. The building itself looks black, just from years of dirt and grime along the edges of the stone and wood structure. And the door itself groans as it opens, and above it is a sign that just has a whale on it.
Fix will take a moment and he'll stop and he'll oil the hinges.
All right, you take a moment to oil the hinges, and it's you've reduced the whale on it pretty much, or the grind, the whine, the moaning of the door. The WAIL whale.
so instead of it's going,
The wailing whale.
Yes. Ah. So you open the door. When you look inside, it is. You probably hit the city mid-morning ish, and inside you see a few patrons. Most of them look like they're still waking up. They are not early risers over here, and looking a bit hungover. You see a boy, basically. Busboy, that's the word I'm looking for. Like a busboy, wiping down tables, wiping down the counter, kind of getting it ready for prepping for the evening's activities that are probably going to take place here. But there's, glancing around the room, you will pick up your sister. Red hair, not quite as fiery as yours. It's a little bit more auburn red. You will pick her up. In the far corner, she has her head on the table, and she has her arms kind of over top of her head. You can see that in one hand, she is holding a dagger in one hand. And in the other hand, she is clutching a purse, a coin purse.
Fix will look at Forsyth and give him that I warned you look. And then he would make his way over there. He will, seeing the dagger, he will resist the urge to just run over and tackle hug her.
Like, good idea.
And but he will walk over there with a bit of like a lighter step. Like he's not trying to sneak. He's just walking over, not lighter, a bit of a skip in his step, because he is definitely happy to see his sister, and he'll get there and he'll knock on the table and he'll say, "Wake up!"
Are you guys just following Fix, or are you guys gonna break off and do other things in the bar, Kadeth and Forsyth?
Oh, I'm
Uh,
following him. It's
I'm
more
following.
interesting.
Okay.
I'm interested to
Alright.
meet his sister since I've heard about her a little bit.
All right. So when you knock on the table, before you even get wake up out, she's up and she pulls up her dagger, like she's getting ready to stab. And then a moment of recognition comes over. Fix!
And he'll get a big old a smile, and he'll be like, "Sister," or what was it? Gidna, sorry. And he'll actually, at that point, once she recognizes him, he'll jump up and go over and give her a big old hug.
She will return in kind, and you've almost forgot how strong she was.
Yeah, there's probably definitely a.
And then you remember.
Yeah,
And then you remember after she crushed a rib. Ah!
Yeah.
through the armor.
Yes.
Mhm.
What brings you into town, Fix? Not that I'm not sad. I'm not sad to see you at all. I'm very happy to see you, but you don't come to Key.
No, I don't usually, but he kind of looks around. He says, "Is there someplace more private we can speak?"
I mean, they have back rooms. I'm sure of it. And she looks up and she hollers a name. Hayden. And you see the busboy turn and look at her. Room? He's like, he just kind of waves. Yeah, go, whatever. Kind of.
I'm busy.
Yep. And she says, yeah, come back here. And she'll lead you out a back door, down a tiny hallway, and into a separate room. And shut the door behind you guys. And that's when she kind of notices, wait, you have two people following you. She's like, who's your
Person and
friends?
a half.
Click,
Oh.
as she shuts the door.
Fix would say, "Oh," and he'd be like, "This is Forsyth, and this is my really good friend Kadeth. I met," and he'll go into like Forsyth was just like, "This is this person." Move aside. But he gives it a long description of Kadeth and how they met and everything, and he'll
It's
just
so
kind of
nice
start.
to be appreciated.
While he's still talking, I'm going to reach out to shake her hand.
And he'll give her tell her about the symbols he saw, and then he got a permission to go and find out what they meant, and he met Kadeth, and he won't go into details about the gods because he's still not sure about it. But yeah, and then he'll take a breath and let her say something if she needs to.
You see, where are my, there they are. Let me take a look. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna notice. Fix is oblivious to it because it's his sister and he's just talking away. She will shake your hand, Kadeth. You notice that she gives it a very firm grip. You know that she's quite strong.
Okay.
And she'll nod toward Forsyth. But Kadeth and Forsyth, you notice right away, about halfway through what Fix is explaining to her, she kind of glazes over, and she's really just watching the two of you.
Of course. I mean, I'm worth watching.
But she still smiles and nods and does yeah, wow, okay. She's not really listening to Fix.
So she's used to this.
Nor am I.
But she's
I
picking
better
up
take
about
some
50%
notes.
of what he's laying down.
And then he'll stop and just give her a chance to.
Oh, you got muted.
Am I muted still?
No.
No, you're not you.
Oh. Oh, not me.
There you are.
And he'll give her a chance to chime in or ask questions or whatever.
Okay. Well, after a little bit, she'll say, okay. that's great. You started. You have something to do, like instead of just tinkering on machines. Like you have a purpose now. Like, or you feel you have a purpose. Like
Well,
you're driven for something.
sure. Like I'm curious. These are weird, and I don't like. I don't understand why they were presented to me. But yeah, it's really weird. Speaking of
Did your headphones die?
who? Oh, Rhonda?
Oh,
Or
there
am
you
I?
are. There you are. Yeah, you went muted again.
I was hearing him the whole time.
I heard him
Yeah,
the whole
same.
time.
I didn't.
Okay,
hear
I'm
Your
you.
like,
headphones again.
Oh,
Your
no.
headphones dying.
It's your headphones.
Are they dying?
I'm afraid. No, it's not my headphones.
can you hear me now?
No, because she don't
Oh
have
well,
her
she's got it
headphones
on. Oh man, I'm gonna. Oh wow. Yep,
I missed
it's that type of day. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Well, hey, the glory of it is that it is being recorded, so you can go and
Rewatch.
and watch it later.
Watch it. Great.
Go back and find out what we were all laughing about.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So, but yeah, he'd be like, do you still have that pendant with the jagged blade and the rubies, and I think it's made out of platinum?
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
What is it?
It's a symbol.
Of what?
Of a cause. It's a reminder.
Well, there was this guy. He had a tail. He was very bad at what he did, but he tried to kill us, and he pulls out the pendant that was taken from him and lays it on his hand and puts his hand out to her and says, "We found this on him, and it looks a lot like yours." And yeah, what is it?
She will take it from you. She will say, "Huh. He was really bad at what he did, huh?"
Oh, very
Well, he was
much.
really bad at trying to kill us.
Well, it's a good thing he did not succeed.
Yeah, I think so too. I like living.
Well, I mean, if he would have succeeded, it would have been his end. Anyway.
Well, his name was, oh crap, Joe forgot the name.
I have my notes right here.
Wasn't that Jerland?
Jerlin,
Yeah.
yes. His
It's
name was
Kevin.
Jerlin. It's Kevin.
Yeah.
You just
Dead
want to
guy.
get Kevin in trouble. She will say,
See, you brought
"Jerlin,
me
huh?
along for something.
Yeah. And
Not
Yeah.
in the steadfast.
in the what?
In the steadfast. In the main portion of this world. The steadfast. He was probably
he
from
wasn't.
the beyond.
Hmm.
What city?
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
Garan.
Grant.
And
And
But so, what exactly is this cause? Because, yeah,
are you asking about the symbol again? Okay. Because you broke up on me again.
yes,
Apparently, that's me. I don't know what's going on here.
asking about the symbol.
Okay. She will say it's just a way for us to recognize who we may be able to trust. It is of no concern.
Well, I don't believe you
It
would have
has
been
been
able to
taken care of.
trust this man.
Obviously.
So perhaps you should rethink your alliances.
Oh,
He
no,
watches her
yeah,
for a
he's
moment
been
and
taken care of.
then he'll take a breath and just kind of be like, "Is it the jagged dream?" And he's watching her reaction.
So am I.
Roll me insights
On your sister. You should have advantage.
on
No,
your
I'm just kidding.
sister. How
Yeah,
dare
because
you?
you know your sister.
On your sister.
That is a dirty 20.
I got an
You
18.
don't need advantage. You got an 18. Forsyth, are you also inciting?
Insight? Yeah, I got a 15.
Okay. Forsyth, you don't really notice anything, but you do take note of the lack of reaction. Like she's not shocked or taken back or like acknowledging. She's very stoic. Kadeth and Fix, you will see a reaction just ever so slightly in her eyes.
A micro expression.
It is very micro. And she has a little bit of a shock. She doesn't, and a little bit of hesitation. But she will look at Fix and say, "This is..." You don't need to worry about that.
Wow, she's cagey. I'm not there, though.
Literally.
But
I'm still here.
And he's
I'm still here.
but it seems like I do, because one member of this organization already tried to kill me, and I was told that it's some organization that answers to somebody that's trying to cause chaos in the world.
Yes. On that.
Why?
Because usually chaos brings about innovation. You get stagnant, things don't progress. Invention doesn't happen without need.
But the needs of chaos are just
Chaotic.
warfare and destruction, mostly.
All the good
There
things.
is a lot of warfare involved.
And chaos can cause an imbalance.
There is that possibility. But the imbalance is usually filled with somebody to create balance. Somebody who is progressive.
Vix definitely looks a bit conflicted.
Sure that's not constipated? It looks the same.
hmm
How long are you in town for?
I don't
answer
know.
that.
Don't answer. Don't answer that.
Don't. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Gaming pigeon.
There had been no discussion of a time frame that I would need to leave. I came because I was curious. I told them that my sister wasn't the chaotic type, that she wouldn't do that. And he's like boring, like he's looking at her like boring holes in her.
You read her wrong, so wrong, so wrong.
Well, to him, she was never that way.
Fix. I do what I must. No more. No less.
You say that as if you don't have a choice in the matter.
Definitely have a choice. But it definitely would not be an easy path. And to be fair, it would be boring.
He gets a yeah. That does sound like my sister now. Look on his face. No, I have no time frame. Why do you ask?
I was just curious. Are you going to come and visit the family?
Is father in town?
Yeah. Yes.
Are the others in town?
3 of them. They're all at home.
He
Mother
kind
left
of
them.
he kind of she sees him kind of square his shoulders up, and he's like, I'll find my way there.
Sooner rather than later, I hope.
Probably best to do so sooner than they find out I'm in town.
Yeah, you can't keep secrets like that from Mother.
He gets a bit of a yeah, that's true. Tonight then.
Okay. I will see you tonight then. Because I will be at home. I will be there.
You better be.
Hey, I'll watch your back. Like always.
He just kind he gives her a hug, but it's definitely different. Like there's still stuff weighing on his mind when he gives her a hug, and then he just looks at the others and turns and says, "Okay, let's go."
All right.
And he walks out.
Forsyth will contemplate giving her a hug, but will decide in the end that it might not be the best choice of things because that's going to involve wanting to take something.
Probably good call.
I'll just give her a slight bow before I walk out.
And she'll nod at both of you, and we'll see you tonight. So, you leave her there. She stays at the Inky Whale. For some time, anyway. Evangeline and Seeker. You head off the docks. You head into town, up to the upper level, going straight to the Durkall, I'm assuming. Knowing your all's characters.
Very
We'll be
task
around the
oriented.
bush.
Yeah.
So you head to the Durkall. Once you get inside, you're welcome to split ways. Obviously, you guys house in kind of different areas. Evangeline's more of the scientific side. Seeker, you're more of the seeking side. You know, you provide the protection and the escorts and the all of those kind of things. So you will, I'm assuming, report to your own respective areas per se.
Mhm.
All right. Evangeline, you head over to your normal laboratory. You do see your mentor there. Did I give your mentor a name?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, maybe I did. So
wait a minute. You might have. Now that I said that, I probably lied.
Misrepresented.
yeah, you misrepresented. not.
You did not.
Okay. All right. You walk in, and you will see your mentor, Sawari.
Okay.
Sarwari. Sawari.
Sarwary.
I.
R-I.
Yep.
Aye,
And
aye.
she looks up and says, "Ah, you are back. What have you discovered?"
I will proceed to tell her that we went to the area of the I don't remember the
Brioche.
name of that. Yeah. And discovered a black ichor that was in the area. Also discovered that they were also teleporting in goods to this area from other areas. Basically stealing it through teleportation. I'll tell her about the laboratory and whatnot. Even though I wasn't there for that week, I do know it got blown up. We believe that the problem is taken care of. And I will tell them about that.
Okay.
I'm still not sure about the worms. Just not sure. I did encounter some worms.
Interesting. Well, Roland, I believe is the name of the guy. He has. When he first came in, as you know, he was experiencing memories that were not his own.
His name is Reton Balin.
Reton, that's it, not Roland. Reton. Since you've been gone, I think he has stopped he's stopped being this like dual personality. I think he is completely got the memories of the other person. I'm not so sure how much of Reton is still around. And he has mentioned some things showing up. At random times. Not random places, always in the same place, but at random times. Things that was needed. If there was a drought that year, there was water. If there was, a major snowstorm or something, then they would get food. If, it was, and he said it just appeared at random times. But it was always kind of what they needed. I'm wondering if
does measure up with what we discovered.
Interesting. Huh. Well, I have more things to talk to Reton about, who, by the way, now calls himself Leoros.
Leoros?
Leoros, yep. Not sure who this Leoros was or is, or we're still finding that out. So that may take some time. Did you happen to find any kind of cure, maybe? Or do you not know if there is a cure?
I do not know if there's a cure. However, we got waylaid. She will get this really confused look on her face because she's not sure who these people were. Some other people we were traveling with drew some cards from a deck. that appeared to be cells, like gel. And we got transported to another place where I did bring back some stuff that I would like to work with in my laboratory.
Oh, absolutely.
A nanite technology that I've never encountered before.
That is fantastic. Please put your notes together so we can bring it before the Council of Priests. Do what you must.
I will do so. I'm anxious to return to my lab and get to work.
I shall not waylay you any further. I do believe, well, if you happen to run across something that may help Breton or Leoros, do let me know.
I will
But
let you know.
I fear it may be too late for him.
It is possible that it may be.
Yes. Well, I will not waylay you further.
I will depart. I will make my exit greetings. I depart to my lab, where I have several things that await that I want to study, work on,
Working away.
investigate.
Sweet. All right. So you start working away in your lab. Meanwhile, Seeker, you head toward your barracks. You run in.
Mhm.
I believe I gave you your captain's name, or you gave me your captain's
Pif
name.
Cernosk.
Pif Cernos.
Only one F.
Cernos. Right. You will run into him fairly quickly. He's always out and about, checking things and whatnot. And he will espy you and
I
say,
salute
Seeker.
him. I salute and say, Corporal, what the hell is my name? Corporal Moore, reporting for duty, sir.
Do you have anything to report on your findings? Or did
Much.
you... Oh. Shall we go to a briefing room?
If you so wish it.
Yes. Just in case. And he will take you to a briefing room where it's private.
Seeker tells him everything that happened, including that there's someone in the, including the fact that there's someone else in the world that is off-putting as he is. Well, two other people. One is just from lack of skill, and the other one is because they never shut up, ever. But they say interesting stuff, so you don't mind as much most of the time.
Nice. All right. Glad to find that you have found a group that you work well with. Do you expect more work with them?
I'm not sure. The
You
one that I
tell
was
him-
sent on the mission with, we did most of the mission, but not all of it. Something to do with worms. And we dealt with the worms, but they tried to kill us, so we had to really deal with them.
That is unfortunate. They could have. It's possible that they could have been useful.
And Seeker doesn't leave any details out.
So you talk
This is
about
his captain. Intentionally blowing up that place.
Everything.
Yeah, and going to the gods and doing all of that stuff.
Okay. He seems, if I'm not mistaken, the corporal is the one that kind of introduced you to Kelemvor?
He's a captain, and yes.
Or the captain, sorry.
Yeah,
You're the corporal.
right. I can be captain if
that's
you
what
let
I
me.
thought.
I'd love that.
No, he will be most interested in that aspect. And he will begin to ask you questions.
Yeah.
You know, so did you see Kelemvor?
Twice. I even saw Ao and the bitch queen and the other and Gond, and he just says all of their avatars. I don't know if they were avatars or they themselves, but he fit the description. He only let me see him once each time.
He will be taken back a little bit, like that is an honor.
It is, and we did good by him apparently because he didn't kill us, and they brought us back and said as much.
That's
So
even
I'm
better.
assuming. I doubt they'd lie. I mean, but they're the gods; they can do whatever they want. But I doubt they'd lie to us.
See no reason to.
Right.
Do you expect another calling?
Yes, they made that abundantly clear. Whether we want to or not is irrelevant. I mean, and you know how it is with gods. That was merely part one of how many chapters of the book they intend to include us in. I don't know. But they made it clear that there will be more as we handled the situation. Well, they weren't expecting us. That was the first part, which is kind of surprising. I thought gods were omniscient, but apparently not. So that was surprising. But then we performed above and beyond what they expected. It seems there was wagers, and what's most disturbing is the bitch queen was happier with the outcome than I think she should have been, which clearly meant she got something out of what we did. We broke the balance, you see. There was this, and I go into the whole doctorish story and how I thought he was a disgusting thing and wanted to murder him on the spot and all of that stuff. And yeah, I go into all of it.
Well, he will listen. He will listen to every word, and take it all in. And he will say, "Well, unbalance finds a way to right itself. There is a."
That's what the order of whatever Fix said. The order of what did Jerlin belong to? Yeah,
It's
but
the
what is the
order
order
of
of the
balance.
order?
It's
No,
the order
no.
of balance. Oh, the god
the
that
chaos
they
people.
represent. Oh.
That order
Oh,
with
the
the
jagged
necklace.
dream.
Yeah, and apparently the Jagged Dream was mixed in, and I'm guessing that's from the Bitch Queen or directly opposed. I don't know. It was all very confusing. Clearly,
I would
many
imagine.
things were at work.
Yes, definitely. There are many strings attached. The Jagged Dream, if the Bitch Queen is going to actually pull on strings, it would be easy enough for her to use the Jagged Dream.
Well, she was very happy that we disrupted and dispatched Jerlin and the Doctorish and brought all of their petty squabbles to a head and told them how to counteract the Doctorish's foolishness. I have his journals here,
That would be good.
which I'm assuming the library would love to have in
Yes,
case someone foolishly tried to bring that crap here.
Absolutely. They need to be given to the Aeon priests.
So I will do that.
So that they will be informed. That would be most appreciated.
Well, I'm going to give Seeker
Too
doesn't
bad.
tell him this, but he's going to give him a copy of that. Seeker has his own copy. That
Too
is
bad
keep-
you don't know one. Oh.
Too bad you don't know an Aeon priest.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Evangeline's an Aeon
You've been
priest.
traveling with her for quite some time.
Well, I didn't know that. I have
She's
no
on the
idea.
lower tier. She's not in the council, but she's
Nope.
but
Okay.
she's an Aeon priest.
That is my
She's not on
future.
the council of priests.
Okay.
All right. Well, it is possible that she enjoyed that because so much was dispatched. If everything got dispatched, everything of ill intent was removed. There is now a
But I thought that was her whole deal, hence the moniker. bitch queen.
Yes. But now there's a hole for her to fill. How she chooses.
Is that why the council member in particular seemed particularly thrilled? Maybe
Could
they
be.
serve her?
Could be.
Do you know of this town? I tell him the town name.
I have heard of it. I've never been there. I have heard it's nicknamed the City of the Missing.
And really far away, right? I mean,
Yes,
really far away.
Really far away, especially from Key.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I don't think there was anything else. I mean, that was pretty much it.
Actually, from Thrice, Key and Garan are about the same distance.
From Thrice. Yeah. All right. Good. Thank you for the report. I'll be sure to let the council know, and I will let them know
and
to
two
expect.
other things. I don't know what use this can be, but he pulls out his can with the sparkling paint and then just draws a sigil in the air or something like that.
I forget what that does. It just stays
It's a
there,
paint
right?
that
It
floats
just-
in the air for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't
That
have a
is-
use for it, but maybe the guard might.
It could be useful for warnings or
And I have this excellent wolf pelt.
the wolf pelt would be much appreciated.
I turn all that in. I don't know if they give me anything for it. It's not relevant, but if they do, great. If they don't, okay, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, they're more than willing to, foot your bill at a tavern or whatever. Take a load off. Take some personal time after.
All right. Oh, I have
after
two
your-
wolf pelts of good quality. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will turn those in.
And should you have need for coinage, they'd be willing to help you out.
I've always had need for coinage. My job is not inexpensive. Whatever the guild, the military sees fit, he says.
All right. 2 wolf pelts. And a can of sparkly paint. I will say.
That hangs in the
a
air.
pear tree.
That hangs in a partridge in a pear tree. They'll go ahead and they'll give you 50 gold.
Okay. Adding that. And that's it. That's all Seeker has to report. And it was quite a bit, but he tells them everything.
Excellent. So you will be most likely traveling with this group again, being that
I
you
would
were
believe
wrapped up
so,
in this.
unless my orders said otherwise.
Well, seems the gods may have other plans.
Well, yes, and if they do, there won't be much I can do about it, seeing as I was asleep in one place and woke up in another to start that whole journey.
That is very interesting. I may have to consult. I may have to consult a local priest,
Fair
not
enough.
an Aeon priest, on the movements of the gods.
And he's just standing at attention until he gets dismissed, of course.
All right. Well, unless you have anything further, I think this concludes our briefing.
Thank you, sir. Nothing further.
You're dismissed.
He salutes,
Go.
turns on a heel, and leaves.
Enjoy your personal time.
I will, sir. Thank you.
All right. The day is yours until evening, which I know Fix is going to show up at his family's house in the evening. What would you like to do throughout the day, any of you? Let's, Evangeline.
I am going to my laboratory. There are a number of things that I am going to pursue.
Okay.
Number one, I'm going to construct a steel defender.
A still defender.
Mhm.
Okay.
I can do that now. Number two, I'm going to find any information I can on both old nanites and new nanites. Any kind of I'm going to research any kind of recording for that. And I also want to see if there is any way, now that I'm in my laboratory with all of my stuff, that I can get this speed inducer that we used to fix the speed boost to see if I can get that back up and running.
Okay. Roll me. I don't know what the actual technical rules around the Still Defender is. How long it takes to build or anything like that, if there's any technical rules to it. Because I have not read up on that. I'm not familiar with an artificer.
No, it doesn't tell me.
Okay. Roll
I'll look
me,
into it.
Yeah, just roll me your tinker tools. Or your smith
Oh.
tools. Either one. But I think they're going to be the same number for you.
Because that's going to be on sleight of hand, right?
No, that's your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Intelligence, proficiency.
And I think that's it.
5 on top of my roll.
Okay.
Okay. That gives me a dirty 20.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say you start progress on your Still Defender. It's not going to get done in a day. But you've got a very good idea of where it needs to go and what it's going to take to get there.
Okay.
Nanites. Roll me your investigation.
18.
18. Okay. You find several texts talking about nanites. What you do find regarding nanites is they are programmed, usually. They are programmed either by artificers or tinkerers of some sort, and often involve magic in order to get them programmed.
Okay.
Some nanites have been known to kind of become fully independent, AI, and they start acting on their own. So some nanites get a little out of hand, some it's okay. Getting rid of nanites does take some brute force as well as some dispelling of magic in order to stop nanites often.
Do I find anything on nanites, like we pulled the nanites out of the doctorish and I captured them and they're different than the other ones? In my research, do I find anything about whether or not nanites that have been used or changed or altered, can they be renewed? Can they still be useful?
They can still be useful. However, the books do say with extreme caution, because once they have been pulled from their original duty, they are corrupted.
Okay.
And as far as the speed inducer goes, go ahead and roll me your Arcana. And this is at advantage because this is a Numenera.
That is a 19.
19. Okay.
On advantage.
You're looking at the speed inducer because you basically parted out the speed inducer to fix the speed boost. You would probably have to visit the archives of the Durkal underneath your laboratories and whatnot in order to get parts again for fixing the inducer itself, and that will take time.
Okay.
That's what you got for the inducer.
Okay, and I will take any spare time that we have while we're still here to do all of that.
All right. In the afternoon, Forsyth, what are you doing?
I'm just going to wander around as a half elf at about 5'5", and take any opportunities to how shall I say this?
Earn your keep.
Help people
Redistribute.
not have to carry such a burden.
You're lightening the burden of others. What a good thing to do.
Absolutely. I
Roll
am
me
such
your
a nice
sleight
guy.
of hand. It's all a matter of perspective.
It's only a 10 though.
Oh no. I'm going to say throughout the afternoon, that 10 tells me that you're only going to pick up about 4 gold from a couple unexpected people. A few others that you kind of
I
bump
love them
into, or
tourists.
yeah, a few other people that you kind of bump into and whatnot. They either notice right away, like, you need to back off, or they're like, sorry, and they're paying attention to what they're doing. So you kind of have to just talk your way out of it a little bit.
Nothing
Every
I'm
now and then you,
uncomfortable with.
yeah, in the slummier part of town, because I'm sure you're traveling during the day at some point. Slummier part of town, not a problem. And you do most of your stuff in the slummier part of town. As you get closer to the center of town, you start to see more guards, and you're starting to recognize. I gave a color. Is it a blue sash? I don't know. I don't remember. Of various guards throughout the city. And you also notice as you get toward the center of city, there's these huge cylinders that definitely look like they're kind of rotating a little bit. They've got orbs on them that in essence are eyes. They're like cameras and whatnot that you can see floating above the city as well. So you kind of, okay, maybe I won't do that here.
Yeah. I
Brothers
recognize
watching.
when I'm being watched.
Who's next on my screen? Fix. Throughout the afternoon before you head to your family's house.
Probably wouldn't be anything in particular he'd do here. Actually, he would probably try to stay not necessarily hidden, but not to draw any attention to himself. Knowing that his siblings are in town, and he doesn't want to have to deal with that. Or maybe he does and have Kadath there to back him up.
Death smash. All right. You managed to, taking your time to head toward the center of city, stopping and looking at shops, blending in with people.
So you can actually join me. In what
Yeah,
I was
he
going
would.
to do.
Hang out with Kadath a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I would actually be asking Fix, basically wondering if there is a temple to the Raven Queen, or at least one that's associated with another part of the Order of Balance in the city, and I would tell him what signs to look for, like that it would be the right location.
Fix
the
would tell
symbols that
him
would be on the
that
walls.
they're DM fill in the blanks.
There is nothing in regards to the Raven Queen. However, there is a little temple. There is a little temple or building. It's not really a temple. It's like an administrative building to the Order of Truth on the northern
Order of Truth or Order of Balance?
Order of
Order of
Balance. Sorry.
Balance.
Order of Balance to the east of where you're at right now, on the southern side of the river.
Okay. Well, if I don't know of a Raven Queen specific place, I would see about heading there.
Okay. You head there. It's a modest building. It does not look like the slums, but it also doesn't look like the high-end upper city of
Right.
Key either. But it is well kept and clean. And you do see the symbol above the door that would be like where you're at. That's the order of balance. So you do manage, you can enter there if you'd like. I don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, just more to make my presence known, that I'm in the city, and if they need anything, I'm here. I do the secret handshake or whatever. But also
I'm
like,
sure you've got a little symbol that you wear.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's
somewhere.
not
That's
it's
the
not
order of
super obvious,
balance.
but it's not
Yeah.
necessarily hidden either.
Yeah.
And I would casually mention the Raven Queen at some point. See if there was
Okay.
any response, or if there's any interest.
The person that you talk to does respond in kind. They do recognize the Raven Queen, and yes, they do follow her edicts here in this temple. And they will chat with you about the temple in Thrice a little bit. They will ask you about some of the people there, particularly Myrrell. He has traveled to Key often.
I would tell him what I know about what he's been up to.
Okay. And they will let you know that the leader here is known as what's his name? I'll just use Rowlett. The leader here is Rowlett.
Okay, and I would mention at some point that I was raised by Erwin, so if any of them know Erwin,
they will recognize his name.
But part of what I would be doing is like seeing if I could get any information they have for me, or anything they think that I should know about this city, this general area, since I haven't been to this area before.
Okay. They'll just give you a few tips and tricks. They'll let you know that the center of the city is a little less crime. There's less crime in the center because there's more guards and whatnot. There's a grand marketplace. You can find just about anything you want. In the western side, north of the river, there's a great marketplace there. Other than that, you are welcome to stay here for your evening's lodgings if you do not have anything prepared or are not invited elsewhere. You are welcome to stay here.
Very well. Well, I appreciate that, and if it comes to that, I will certainly take you up on that.
Very well. And then they will say, "Have a good day."
Yep, and I'll go off, and me and Fix, I guess, will wander around somewhere.
All right. And you guys will wander about for the rest of the day until you get to evening. Seeker,
Yes.
what do you do for the rest of the day? We have
I have a little gold, so I go shopping for a little bit, but I am not able to find anything that is going to be useful that I can afford. So I return a little frustrated, but I do see if anybody would offer me anything for my little metallic pill that has effort enhancement. If that's worth anything, because that might put me into a better place. I don't know.
Yeah. In the
Try to
marketplace,
get the best price.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you do see like a little stall that has pills and things like that. They would be willing to offer you. They'll offer
It's
you
a rare,
25.
if that helps.
Oh, is it rare? Okay.
Yeah.
They will offer you 100 gold for it.
Because it's a one-time use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm gonna try to haggle. Why not?
All right.
I want to get more than that for it because I mean it's pretty. It's rare. I mean it's a one-time
It
use,
is
but it's
rare.
pretty. It could be pretty powerful if you roll well. So what is this? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Oh, I'm trained in persuasion.
Look at you go.
So with my -1 in charisma, I actually have a +1 for persuasion. Awesome. Okay. A 15.
That's a decent roll. What are you haggling for?
A higher price. I want
Well,
more like
but how much
200,
more?
and then we'll talk down from there. You know, 200, 125, 180, and meet in the middle somewhere. You know that the
Okay.
whole haggle thing.
You'll be able to get him probably to 160.
Oh, I'll take that. Okay.
Okay.
So let me take this off my character sheet. Delete, and in exchange, add 160 gold. Okay, Seeker's in a much better mood now. He still doesn't have what he needs to do what he wants to do, but he's closer than he was before. So there we go. And that's all he's
Awesome.
really doing.
Okay. All right. So you all tool about town for the afternoon. And Fix, do you let anybody else know what's going on, or is it just you and Kadeth and Forsyth heading to your home? Or is it just you? Do you want them with you?
That is a great question. Because Fix would like them all to be there, but Fix is a little bit concerned with how Seeker may say something to get us dead.
What about Evangeline? She runs off at the mouth too.
Her too. He would let them know and would ask that discretion be the better part of valor for that night.
So that's your
And
kind
if-
way of telling me to shut up.
Yes. Essentially. Please.
Fine. Fine.
And he'd look at Forsyth and would say, and we wash our hands of all the stickiness for the night.
If it's sitting out there, what do you expect me to do?
We expect you to leave it alone.
To leave it alone and control yourself.
But it is control
But it is his
in a
family.
way.
Oh, excuse me for a second, Jody.
Yeah.
How much would they give me for my chainmail? It's 75 in the book.
Here in this city, they'd probably give you 50.
All right, I will take
That's pretty
that,
good.
and I would
Yeah.
like to buy splint mail.
Okay.
Am I able to
Easy
buy
enough.
it? Do I get a discount because I'm in the military?
Actually, yeah, I'd take 10% off.
Sweet. Okay.
You're part of the
Thank
Zed
you.
Guard.
Can I
Pretty
sell some-
typical.
What do you mean pretty typical? What's that
You're
supposed
in
to
the
mean?
military.
It's the military discount. You get it a lot of places. Literally.
And is there a +1 shield that is for sale? It's 300 according to Kassoon.
Yes, this is a town that pretty much anything you want you can get if it's not very rare, especially no legendary or artifacts. But
And do I get a
anything
discount
else
on
is
that
pretty
as
much
well?
available. Yes, anything militaristic, you're gonna get 10% off.
Oh, okay.
That
Thank
means
you.
armor, shields, weapons, things
Can I
like
sell
that.
some stuff?
Absolutely, and we
That is
will.
badass.
I am me because we don't want to roleplay shopping.
Right.
And we'll take care of that because it's almost 9:30.
Thank
Right.
you. I'm
Okay.
just adding it to my character right now.
Awesome. Yeah, you can get pretty much anything up to a +1 if you want to go and
Okay.
get like weapons or things like that. Up to a +1.
Excellent.
So,
I'll
Hi.
talk to you after we go offline.
yeah, we can do that. All right. So, we'll take care of some shopping things since you'll have time to do that for today, for the rest of this day. And we will pick up next week when evening comes and Fix goes home
It goes nuts.
for the first time in many years
with all of us in tow.
with all of you in tow. All right. Well, thank
All
you
right,
for
take care,
watching.
everybody.
Yep. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, be sure to crit that like button and share our videos and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when we're on or we upload a new video. And until then, we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.